Question mark, question mark. 3, Yanko, what do you think?
I don't think so.
Oh. Oh, well.
I think that's all she wrote for Eternal Fire. Astralis, probably still, Alex, the horniest team in Counter-Strike.
Yeah, by what definition? That they want it more than anyone else?
Just eager to prove that blame was to blame.
Yeah.
And now they're all unleashed. They can play the brand of Counter-Strike they want to. They all got their roles back. Everyone's happy.
Definitely saw like some immediate, did never click into a microphone, by the way, in case you were wondering, but some immediate results in their run in Chengdu. Taking down FaZe Clan Virtus Pro 2-0 fashion, semi-final, a different story. And Devices, he's got a pretty complex pistol here. He's responsible for the util, and Xantares responsible for the opener.
Little click. Yabi getting closer here, and Xantares has a gap in front of that smoke. He'll fight on the headshot angle. No more kills. Astralis take the site, but trying to go one step too far is Yabi. 3 on 4 now. Device firing back with the P250, and Astralis cowering behind this smoke, but it's got a timer, and so do they. Eternal Fire moving in.
Yeah, it gets problematic here, especially with stare onto Xantares. So it's a 3-on-3. Astralis have dug themselves out of this. Oh, maybe they haven't. It's a lovely sequence. One Sick Badger, 2 each, and now Bro on for the third. It's all Bro. Strong announcement into map 2.
Big Bro. He didn't need to do anything last map. He was just there. He was along for the ride, strapped in.
Oh, the tilt.
And now he's strapped up.
Yo, that is going to be a real frustrating one. You felt like you had control of that pistol from the start. Yeah. Like, you see how this one kind of started to get righted? It was the bump going down, but this from Bro.
I think he's frustrated about this last bit, right? Because they should just swing. If he's fighting him, just swing or just get the trades, and Brother shows up in the pistol round.
Brother. Hey, brother.
He had a couple of big clutches on Ancient in that semifinal against FaZe, right?
Yeah, I mean, is that what you would describe as something that's expected of him in his role? I mean, is he not more of a supportive element?
Yeah, but that's what you would hope for.
You can close.
Right? Like when he does find himself in that sort of a situation that he can make something happen. And yeah, that was a sick 1v3 from him.
Yeah, and this one is just going to be, I mean, it's just curtains, isn't it? And economical. Some dual Berettas, a P2K, and a long peak. Yeah, Bro shouldn't have too much more to be done here. He has got Stare quickly farming up some $600 kills.
I know the stack is here, and they'll make it nice and easy. That is a bit horrific on the way out. No casualties for Astralis, keeping it clean and keeping it calm here. The vibes do look very good.
Yeah, I mean, Yanko's actually a vibe professional analysis.
Absolutely. That and vetoes, Alex, are my 2 strong suits.
So from your professional analysis, obviously the veto, first of all, was won by Astralis.
Well, I think it's interesting, you know, as Astralis themselves sort of figure out what their map pool is like. I mean, they played a lot of maps already in Chengdu, right? Like a lot of different maps, and they were solid on all of them. Vertigo seems to be pretty strong for them too, so perhaps a bit of a trap card there that Astralis, that's the Eternal Fire walked themselves into.
MP5. Hard to trot. We have Yabi set up in short water, Device resetting with that bomb. Back around the world, Astralis take mid, but they've got to cross past this aggressive long position.
You've got to be cooked on this one. They're not ready for that.
That's the bomb.
And that really becomes increasingly problematic.
Oh, can he get out? Oh, nice spam.
Lovely.
That's the pre-spam. Sees him through the smoke. Won't let him cross out.
Yo, really nice start.
Now they got the bomb back, they got long control, and they've got Xantares dead. A big piece of the puzzle under the table. Eternal Fire split 2-2.
Well, considering he lost the bomb early, that's a solid recovery. 4 on 4, looks like they're trying to walk themselves up contact into A. Woxic the first to receive them here. He'll be spotting them out on his left jiggle. And, ooh, could have, maybe would have, should have.
Didn't.
Could have kill, and that's opened up the runway to get this bomb down.
That was on the B stack as well, so no saving this one for Eternal Fire. Well, they'll be saving this one.
I see what you're doing, yes. No saving this,
purposeful.
But definitely need to be saving this. Cardia had a real tough time on Vertigo, didn't he? Poor lad. He's been having a couple of those recently after bursting onto the scene with his flamboyant game.
It was at Pro League where he popped off. I want to say, was it 2 seasons ago, where he just came through and he ran Eternal Fire to the playoffs with some incredible Vertigo games, some crazy just double, triple entry rounds where he was shocking everyone.
Yeah, I think it was last season, Hugo, but understandable.
Season, sorry, time flies.
So much happened for you, you know, in that period.
You.
So time does fly by. This is such a crappy way to start the game if you're Eternal Fire. Like in the pistol, you have a 5v3, kinda. You know, you have the retake all set up for you. Then the first gun round, you get the kill on the bomb, right? You sort of are in a good position. All of a sudden, just Woxic loses one duel on A and the round is over, you know?
Yeah.
And it's tough because they don't have a lot. They only had this one flash you see on Major. That's all they had. So I don't know if he went to B to try to make a info play, and then Astralis just hit the right timing to go A, but yeah, just can't recover.
When you're solo on the side like that, I suppose your main objective is info as opposed to damage and kills.
Just depends, like what's the round situation, what's the call, right? If you're on your own, I mean, you could either play retake or you're in a position where you're trying to gather info, but he was gathering info, then taking the duel. You know, you lose the duel, you lose the round. If he wins the duel, probably then the flash from Major comes in from B. He can peek again, buy a little bit more time. Rotate is coming fast up, so it's a little bit of a, you know, the style of the player individually, but also what's the plan for the round as a team.
So I like to try and, when I've got voices like this, ouch, oh, that's a lot of damage. Quick maths, how much damage was that?
86 plus 69.
Time
155.
Carry the one.
Wow.
150. Yeah, he's an economist. You know?
So while we have the economist on, why don't we, throughout this T side, try and get into the brain of Device so I can understand, for my, you know, reading level, what exactly his objectives are on these T rounds. Because I understand T side overpass is a bit of a nightmare to call because of these re-clears you have to undergo. You can't cover all of the map as both a defense and an attack.
Yeah, I think it's just the nature of the map. The rotations are so much quicker for the CTs than for the Ts, so you don't. It's not as easy to fake out teams and to rotate. You need to have connector control to do that efficiently. So that takes time to clear so many angles, flashes, smokes, and here they speed up, take long control, and just an A split through long.
There's only one player in the site as well. Xantares might even have to give it up. It's only Woxic, and he just gets flashed perfectly with an entry from Bro. I mean, you could throw this round away if you're Eternal Fire. No util, bloodied and bruised from that nade stack on B, and Astralis' early util on that lower site keeps Eternal Fire 3 strong, 4 even at that B site, and they just convert.
So that's something you could write down in one sentence, you know? Stack nades B to start, try and walk up long and exec A. It's worked wonderfully.
And then they full reset as well. They didn't in previous rounds. They've left, you know, Yabian down in, you know, short water. Yeah. No one there. Fully empty. Eternal Fire need that info. They need that, and that's why they go for the boost, right? Short water is so important for CT side to have the information to know where the T's are ending.
I think also they know there's no op in play, right? So they can take more liberties, taking that control towards A, and, you know, multiple HEs towards B signals you maybe want to end on B, right? Because you're counting on doing damage, or you're just applying that early pressure, and that's why they have to run all the way long, right? You don't have time to slowly clear everything. You lose the timing. That's when they're going to make a flash play out of Monster. The CTs get the information, or retake water, right, and outmaneuver you. So timing is crucial in these types of rounds.
And options for Woxic were so limited. I mean, there was a Molly truck, there was a Molly dice, there was a smoke bank, smoke dumpster. He only could be in that corner that was flashed. It's brutal out here for Eternal Fire. The T side from Astralis taking shape nicely as Magic tries to bring some fight to Staring Con. As there's fight from Xantares. He's pushed Fountain on the aggressive smoke, and he's gone away with his life. I say that with bated breath because look who's coming. Bro running and gunning to take the space back, and have done so very effectively.
Still got Xantares trapped in toilet though, so Bro is closing this net very, very quickly, and with the eye from the bomb on middle, Xantares has to fight. He will do well in doing so. 2 kills already. Bro,
he's got another one.
Yeah.
He's got another one.
That's easy.
Xantares triple. There you go. That's the way to get the CT side going. Why don't they just do that from the start? Multi-kill from Xantares.
He did. I mean, not the multi-kill, but the entry kill.
Yeah.
On long, they just couldn't convert. He's stuck there, so kind of has to try to find the fight, at the very least, on his own terms, and gets punished by Yabby. I think it's important now. You look at the money for Eternal Fire. Okay, obviously, goal number one is to win the round, but you also don't want to end up in a situation where there's only one player left alive. Try to win a clean round to get your economy going, because you can see that on the side of Astralis, they got plenty now, just saving the gun, saving the op.
Yeah, with 7 grand in the bank, that's not too shabby for Stown and Yabby.
So we'll see, you know, what Astralis decides to do in the next round. I think you can imagine that Xantares can swap with Voxic, he can buy an op. So if you're expecting some more aggression from the CTs, either you default a little bit more heavily towards A, or you send more guys in connector and you sort of try to get control through Con.
When I didn't check on the setup for this, but when Xantares went for this fountain push, did they start 3A? Like Madja was watching Con. I wonder if he was doing that with just Con support.
Yeah, the rotation player was, I think, in Con, and Voxic was also A.
Okay. I figure that's a key indicator as well for Astralis. If there is aggression, it's likely going to be lighter on other parts of the map. You can see this through the replay. There's the aggression and the... What is the word? They actually had a T-side smoke flying towards the Condor as well. Interesting. But yeah, charging on up. And it has resulted in Eternal Fire's first. Let's see if they can find a couple in sequential fashion. Part of me wants to believe that's actually a lineup for the Incendiary right now. He's going to have it. Oh, he is. It is. Whoa, Voxic's got a lineup off the truck in order to get the stop molly. That's geeky.
I mean, teams have had a lot of trouble hitting that molly consistently in CS2, so actually doing spawn lineups is a pretty nice way to guarantee it for a change. Nice entry. Calyx just comes swinging, and Wakadi is too late to trade. Yabby gets out with a 5-on-4, and he's in hot water as well. Oh, dear. Couple of brutal headshots to start this round and pack it up for Astralis group.
God, every time Wakadi touches his W key, it feels like he's just cursed to an early exit in these rounds. 0-3, still, you know, giving it a go. There's one thing I will say from Wakadi is he doesn't get dissuaded from the attempts when things aren't going his way. He'll keep going. He'll keep trying, banging his head against the brick wall, as it were. This is an Astralis freeze. You've got what? You've got so much space. You've got a 2-man advantage. I guess objective here is to sniff out the potential stack and execute together.
Yeah, I think at this point, you know, time is a resource, same as utility, as health points, all of that stuff, man advantage. And at this point, with so much time, you don't need to rush anything. You're just waiting for some re-aggress. The pressure is on the CTs, right? So they're either re-push for information or they just go for a stack. This is what they're doing now. They're sending Bro in as a scout. As soon as he has contact, they're just going to be swinging B. He doesn't see anyone. They could theoretically go back, but, you know, at least you know that...
Okay. That's meant to be the fake. The fake has won the round. And they've even figured out the Voxic's on that top site, so easy plant and conversion for Astralis.
Yeah, even delaying that plant for a couple of seconds so they can get on their hunt.
Yeah.
They're coming for you.
You know, funnily enough, if Voxic just dropped CT and went for B, he'd have a 1v1 for the round. Instead, he is quite literally combat saving.
Oh, he's a dead man.
There will be combat, the jump up and the swing off the orb. You can't kill them both. Device takes the trade, and Astralis take a dominant T-side at worst case.
And the reason why that is so strong, what Astralis does, especially when you have like a 2-man advantage, is probably the only way you lose the round is if the CTs are playing 1 guy A, 2 guys B, and then the scout dies to the solo player. You know, you speed up B. It's not a planned execute, so to speak. You're not covering everything really, and then the guys on B also get some multi-kills, right? Like the AWP is posted up in a defensive position, and then the rifle is sort of hiding, playing off of that contact. But that's a lot of things going wrong for you, you know, to lose the round.
Well, when lots of things went right for Bro in that one. Another impactful round from him after starting so strongly. Yabby has found Calyx, and yeah, it's just not working for them. They are just consistently giving it attempts. An exit attempt from Woxic, surely a death sentence. If he tries to leave now, this forward position of the AWP, it's noted. Device is waiting for it. He's too smart!
Oh,
he gets away with his life. A leg shot, jump, saves Woxic. Has his gaming boots knocked clean off.
Bare feet back in A, but he's bruised. Gonna just have a full reset to B. They know the AWP is upper, and in fact, most of Eternal Fire are as well.
But Bro's still puffing up his chest, stampeding around long. And you got 3 CTs kind of with the hook in their cheek right now.
Cardi has a molly, but does he want to burn it? They're just walking out, full contact, no knowledge. Ricardia drops it, they're getting closer and closer, and Yabi needed that kill. Now it's still under question. He can buy time for his team to drop in through heaven. Cardi going full send, W key mashed, and a W in the chat as we find a 4-on-2 for Eternal Fire, back on the board, looking for another round.
Give him the ace at this point. Ricardia might take it, it's Bro, unfortunate denial. Has he got any more in him? The bomb's actually within his reach. Knows where one of them is. And no, not ready for Xantares on barrels. What a round from Ricardia.
Solo B kills everyone.
Did that molly as well delay them? It felt like it was a bit of a kind of a last-minute thought of, okay, they're already up after his initial spot. We'll see in the replay. So
it just blocked left side, so Yabi's already chasing, but they can't trade when he dies.
Oh, he timed it to such perfection as well. The HG implying he's still short water, repositioning, it completely subverted the expectation of Astralis.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be frustrating. That's a big one to post. Maybe there's some fight in the CTs now.
It's now or never. Ooh. Bit of spam damage goes. Oh my god, he did hit him once with the AWP. That was very close to kill through the wall for Device. Instead, Major gets a second chance. 3 at B, Eternal Fire 125 back up off of that top site. And Yabi is just hitting heads right now. The exception of that previous round, he has been knocking them out.
There's 3 rounds in a row.
Yeah.
He gets the entry on Calyx.
At this point.
0-5.
Yeah.
He is his daddy.
Yabi daddy. This is a far cry from the overpass we did see over in Copenhagen in the best of 1. Eternal Fire thrashing phase with 11 CT rounds. Now, I'm sure they've been put under the microscope. Gaps have been found between their CT cell membranes.
These rounds can get scary, even though they're 5-on-4. Luckily, Woxic's caught out with nades in hand as they just, again, pop Monster.
Not bad.
On contact. There's a man in the smoke. Ricardia misses the jump, though. He's getting body blocked everywhere. And that was inevitable. Yabi will find one more before all is said and done. And it is done for Eternal Fire again. Will they stall the plant out to hunt? No.
This feels like this feels how Overpass feels when you play it in scrims.
Yeah.
Like it's never a 5v5. There's always a fight happening early. The CTs are always aggressive, and so far Astralis didn't have to do much except default, and then they found the opening kill so many times that the rounds were fairly simple to finish from that point on.
Yeah, at this point you just want to kind of maybe put a leash on Calyx just to see if you can play a later round.
Well, okay, in this round it was sort of in the mid round probably they wanted to get closer to flash for water or something, and Yabi had a great play where he was more aggressive this time around and actually had that control and was just ready for that repush. You could see how he's jiggle peeking, like that was so clean from him.
Yeah, it's resulted into a 6th. Yeah, nice boys indeed. The Danes will be feeling real good about that already. 13-5 thrashing on Eternal Fire's pick of Vertigo. So finding themselves here in Overpass, Astralis is their turf, and they're certainly making a strong case for it with 60 rounds, a potential for a whole lot more. Can't be having 10 T rounds on Overpass, and I think Madja knows that. Stam cooking up a smoke from Spawn. Monster smoke lands from Eternal Fire. Aggression, the name of the game. Org over Watch, lovely find with a clear of the smoke. It actually results in an opening kill for Eternal Fire. They need to be good on this though. Could still go wrong, could still spiral. Short water is Astralis for now, flying that flag. Madja on a hot pursuit of the flank. The smoke covers them. They've been audible on the throw and not ready, exposed. Both down on the fade, job done.
Not often do you see the CTs coming down connector into water at 120 in the round, but they do catch Astralis off guard.
Yeah, pushing that's the T smoke thrown out. That is a little avant-garde, a little unique.
This game has just been a brawl from the get-go.
For still.
Thermal Fire getting a couple of jabs in, making it interesting.
You subscribe to my Astralis are the best team in the world, we just don't know it yet theory?
Ooh. Can you sell it?
I can sell it based off of the fact that they looked good in Chengdu, and Device is the IGL, and it would only make sense for him to be unfairly good at IGLing as well. And with this roster of 5, I can't really see, you know, a gap, a bad apple, as it were. Feels like they've got the whole bunch.
And Bro is also playing above the expectation, it feels like, in the limited eye test we've had, which is nice.
I really like the CT sides. Like when we see Astralis on any map on CT side, there's just they've got that heroic level proactivity and reactivity where they'll be reclaiming map control with coordinated, pre-discussed maneuvers, well executed. It's super tight. You can see how frustrating it can be to play against a team like Astralis with their current flavor, and I can only imagine that flavor as it marinates gets stronger.
We need to see how they do in playoffs of big events.
Yeah,
because that's where guys like Stone have had their issues, right? So I think, sure, they look pretty good, and the team play is solid as well, and all of that stuff. I agree that there's not, you know, no obvious weak link on the team, but you have to do it when it counts.
Yeah, fair. And we saw them fall off a little bit into the playoff waters. Nice.
Even Stairs still a question for me, because while we've seen like really high highs from him, we've seen great maps, and obviously I think a lot of an asterisk can be put on the blame F Astralis with, you know, just the level we've seen from everyone since. I still feel like Stair has never quite given us that Sprout Stair. You know, obviously different level of opponents, different pedigree of competition, but I feel like, you know, that could only raise the roof for Astralis if he can deliver what we've seen him do online and in his come up. Still a very young player with a bright future. Let's see though, Astralis 45 fall blind with Cardia, comes swinging in off of his teammate's flash. It doesn't know favors.
They can't fumble a 5v4. Xantares has clawed one back. Will they clear the barrels? Covered. Again, good team play from Woxic. He's set them up with openers now. Maybe that frag onto Yabi's a closer. Device trying to flip that script with Bro alongside. Can he close? Device 8 HP after Woxic's barrage from the Org. Really falls to Bro. 9 frags so far, would need to find himself a couple more. And it's Calix down after empty-handed Magikarp spray. It's Bro in the clutch. He gives it a go. Can't fault him for trying. He's got a hot hand, but goes down to the Woxic Org. That scope advantage. Profit.
I mean, they need that round just to make this game interesting. Even 6-6 is you're going to be desperate for that T-pistol on top of it. So
he was actually accidentally anti-flash.
Take that. Everyone was blind. It would have been a weird brawl anyway. Cardi going a little bit too soon on that monster swing. But a nice try from Bro nonetheless. And Astralis take a near full eco.
Double volley, yeah.
Some bits and bobs, and Yabi has walked through the monster smoke, not for long. I was going to say, please don't win that.
Would be uncomfortable. Now it's the opposite. It's very chill.
Sit back and relax. Let Xantares get a multi-kill.
Calix get the multi-kill, right. You needed those.
Yeah.
Some confidence boosters towards the tail end of this half. And a recovery of the half as a whole. It was really looking like it could have been curtains. Already 6, many would argue that it probably is a condemnation of Eternal Fire's chances of seeing Nuke. You can work with 6-6, you win the pistol. Astralis' CT side, however, I would make a strong case for.
Every game is winnable from any position. That's the beauty of Counter-Strike.
For sure. The probability does just kind of shift up and down a little bit. Bro's doing a full util dump. He's trying to act like he's bigger than he is. Stair's been heard. Forced away. Oh, nearly lost him early. And now caught out on short or not. Oh, it's Wakadia. Sprays down 2 of the early challengers.
Had some nice A1S sprays from Wakadia in this game already. And this is hell on earth. 3v5, not even mid-control, and only 2 bits of utility. If Santaris can stop it here, he is in the perfect position, potentially uncleared. He goes swinging in. You'll take the 1v1, the 1-for-1 rather, in that position. And Woxic might have stare in a box. It's just Device against the world. And Eternal Fire recovering somewhat in what began as a very difficult game.
Yeah, you do get to see Device's game IQ in clutches. However, look at Woxic. He's perfectly read this. He knew what was up. The silent dismount. It's 6-6 on the half.
Justin?
An isolated land.
You may see a plaster on my hand. Let's just say this is no longer a vegetarian dish.
My friend, I'm here to save you.
It's been nice. It's been very nice. Astralis starting off very strong. Map 2 of this series with Eternal Fire. Astralis, hot off the presses, have made themselves some roster changes and blew up in IM with Chengdu performance over into the semi-finals. Didn't manage to quite get across the finish line in the final. Didn't look fantastic, did it? But we have got Eternal Fire with 6. They recovered the half somewhat. If Astralis win this pistol, Yanko's promised me they 100% are going to be finishing this 2-0.
Confirmed.
Yep. So Hugo is going to be bringing you the pistol, and I'm going to be talking about all those nades when they land. I'll be providing color commentary.
Oh, well, they're being lined up. One player already spotted. And Bro, he's been reliable in this game so far. Not required in the first map, but showing up in a big way here and now. He'll know when to cut it off and go back to the site. They are running through. Great flash. So good that Bro's even blind, and it's actually led Astralis down here. Wakadi has been there. 4-on-4, they're inside the site, but that smoke is a bit of an awkward one. It forces them into a heaven fight, or so they think. But Astralis are grouped up on the bridge. Turn of fire, late flash, out they go. Good clears, but still Device takes 2 heads. Calix alone, he's had a rough showing, but this pistol could put them back in the picture.
He's got loads of time to do it. You'll suspect Sandbag, spotted by his teammates, so now he knows and does manage to isolate the Jules. Calix now upgrading to the USP for this final fight. An important clutch ahead of him, and he's found it! Calix coming up clutch right when they needed him. He just doubled his kills in the first round of this second half, and it's a huge pistol. Well, Astralis actually maybe not a guarantee anymore, Yanko. Okay. Okay.
This definitely makes it interesting, Alex. Couple of clutches in pistol rounds. That's an interesting smoke from Internal Fire. That's their smoke, pillar and short. Then they pop through it with the second wave of utility. Device with a couple of good kills, but Calix steps up just 6th sense to realize Stone might have timed him and went into water and delivers a huge round for his team.
Could still go wrong now. Good.
Okay, Doomer.
Just saying, I've seen what Device can take.
Isn't that my role? You're supposed to be the full of life optimist one.
Yeah,
well, go wrongs for who? You know, maybe he's being optimistic for Astralis, but I'm not so much in this round. Losing connector.
Yeah, okay.
Scout tag comes through though, Alex.
Right.
So what if?
Yeah, well,
you never know.
We certainly do.
Major could die here, and suddenly it's a 4v4. They've got
That's
health
what
advantage.
I'm saying, Yanko. Health advantage, you see?
Okay, well you know, short-lived. Technically, still have the health advantage.
I knew you were going to do it.
Technically, the maths, we've got our mathematician on the side. Does it check out?
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. Okay,
dear.
confirmed.
Okay.
Astralis are winning this round, even though they are AAA and Eternal Fire are about to Oh, wait, we've got a crash!
No, we haven't.
That looked like a crash. That is a crash.
Hugo, you can't be prematurely calling crashes
Okay,
these
sorry.
days.
We have a technical issue for Xantares, who is playing his PowerPoint game off of his teammate's monitor, and he is a trade bot right now. That's what we call him. Go in, die, and I will avenge you.
Oh, it doesn't look pretty, does it? Oh, God. Oh, get him, guys.
Don't get your teammate.
He's dead.
He's dead. I think that's a relief for everyone.
Well, optimistic for someone, but
that's how you do it, Device.
Yeah. Doomer for a reason.
Oh, dear! He's taken down the bomb carrier as well. We just were joking about losing it. They've actually lost the second round. Force and a crash as well thrown into the mix. Oh, God. 2 tickets, please. 2 tickets to the Tilt Factory.
Yeah, it's a free entry, actually. Meet me inside.
Oh, I would be testing the bounce of my mouse pad right now.
Oh. That's, yeah. And that's Antares with an AK crashing in a 4-on-3.
Oh, my God.
And the Device.
Stop celebrating. You didn't work for it.
Well, they didn't know.
I know. I'm just giving you the Eternal Fire fans. I'm channeling the energy they're going to be feeling right now.
Welcome back to Astralis.
Divine intervention.
Okay. Oh,
yeah,
God.
there it is.
And zip my lip.
I don't know what they did. What was that smoke? Like, they didn't smoke mid-side. That's why there was a line of sight for Device to get the kill on the bomb planter. That was a bit strange from Eternal Fire.
Yeah,
you know, they weren't out of that round just because of the crash, but still, everything fell apart. Just doesn't feel like it's their day, does it?
No, not meant to be.
Oh, after a clutch like that, and now you're staring at 1,500 in your bank account. 7-7 on T-side overpass.
Call it a day?
Yeah, at this point, you know, I'm already visualizing how I'm going to wrap up my mouse cable efficiently. Notice Xantares is a cabled user.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I feel like Overpass is probably the hardest map to win this sort of rounds if you're T, right? Because, you know, you can go B with pistols, but that's really predictable in a sense, right? There's no reason for the CTs not to start maybe even 4B sometimes, right? Just to stop that early rush or an early pop towards B, and then the ranges towards A, only the Deagle can be useful. They don't even have a single Deagle.
Yeah, they've just got some Tech 9, so it does look it's going to be flashy and poppy.
Double monster.
Yeah, but they're not going to give a single moment of those smokes fading. Calix getting into position for a... Oh, they can double HE Wood. That's actually a perfect call. They are a bit too far forward, unfortunately. but there were players heavily invested to this corner. It's worked out nice from Astralis. Well handled. One back from Madja, but another required. He's put Yabi on red. Woxic, one bullet would have done it. He's whistled one past the ear, but it's not to be. And a MAC-10's not the weapon he was hoping for. Straight on in to Stare. 8-7. Astralis feeling good now.
I do like the vibes.
I'm going to record that. It sounded like he was saying, "Come on, Alex."
Yeah, I did hear that.
Yeah.
They've heard you.
Oh
They're
my
cheering
God.
for you.
No, I'm just going to have that like cycling in my music kit every time I went around.
ringtone.
Yeah.
That's because you jinxed Eternal Fire in the second round.
I did,
That's
yeah.
true,
My
yeah.
voodoo, caster meant voodoo. Oh, it's because he's called Alexander Bro. Isn't he?
Yeah.
Come new men!
I'm not sure if his last name is Bro, but
No, it is.
it is.
He's just Alexander Bro.
Nice.
Hugo doesn't believe me.
That almost feels too good to be true, but it does sound Danish.
Bro, I
It
think
actually
you said.
is. It actually is. Yeah. Wow.
Mr. Bro.
Mr. Bro.
Hi, pleased to meet you. It's Bro, Mr. Bro.
That's sick, actually. All right. Creeping, crawling, and presumably dying. Oh.
Do you think Mr. Bro has a brother? Mr. Bro's bro, as it were? Because he'd also be a bro.
Couple of bros hanging out.
Yeah. Anyway,
Maybe he has a sister and she would be a bro too.
she would be a bro. One of the bros.
Talking like best surnames. Do you know the new Monty player's surname? Have you seen that one?
Absolutely not. I don't even know the old Monty
Okay.
players' surnames.
Okay, true.
Oh, is this the UK lad?
Gizmy.
Gizmy.
The UK lad. Full name, I'm not making this up. Jack von Spreckelsen.
Well, he's definitely not of English origin. That's
Pretty cool name, though.
His family sailed the seven seas.
Von Spreckles.
Von
Spreckelsen.
Spreckelsen.
Sprackensy English mother.
They'll be here in a week.
Yeah, we'll be seeing them. Of course, Monty Bro's last stomping ground. And oh, Icardi has been caught out by a timing stare. Up the stairs, appropriately.
Yeah, bro had that great Paris Major performance I read on
Yeah, right. Huge.
somewhere. Device feasting and Yabi beasting all game.
I've decided I'm going to use Yanko's terminology. It's just not their day. It's not their day. It's Astralis' day. Not everyone can have a day. You're in a competition. It's Astralis' day today.
And it's Calix's. Oh, revenge! I was going to say goodnight, but he does finally kill his arch nemesis in the server. Majo in a 1v4 and no bomb. And probably. Oh, he might have this. Stare. Not getting greedy, though.
Oh, look at this restraint. He doesn't need to do it. His job is spotting long and spotting top con. What's he doing? His job.
Business for Astralis. 10
Anything
rounds.
more is just, you know, looking for glamour. You're looking for the hero maneuver. You want to be the guy that ends the round. Everyone says nice. No one touches your fist. Fist on fist action.
My favorite kind of action.
Yeah.
Major has so much confidence that he's just willing to save this and win the next round for his team. I like that.
Yeah. He's got Kev and a smoke as well. So, you know, there's some utility he'll be putting into the mix, maybe giving someone else. As Madja, does he successfully, does Stare even think about leaving this corner? It's too late now, Madja's gotten away with it. Oh. Confirmed. The officials, the referee's giving me a thumbs up. That's a successful save. And it leaves them with what? Some supporting cast of Tech-9s or Deagles. This really, I mean, the way in which these first couple of fights went down, it was already looking pretty bleak. Everyone just gets a duel on their first test. Nice angle management from Yabi. Jobs are
Angle
good.
management. I like that term.
Managing his angles.
Eternal Fire getting mangled on this T side. Let's see if this 1AK can be put to use.
Oh, he's just running and gunning and fragging. Not quite. Stare gets away. Yeah, that's enough of that. Jeez, Zeus. Nice attempt and running him down with Cardi using that Tech-9 at Rain. Now pressure on Device. This could go horribly wrong. It has.
Dead.
It already has. Missed shot, run down, overrun. Orb falls into enemy hands. It's a 5-on-3. Can they fumble this? So another straight onto Stone on rotation. He may overlook this truck position, but now they know where he is.
3 on Well, 3 entries for Wakadia is not bad. They've got to do right by him, though. Back into this B side, bro. Has no utility and every reason to fight for this round. Down in the water. He's going to let them in. See if they overstep this one. Yabi baiting from the top. Molotov comes down onto default. That will slow any roll here for Eternal Fire. Bro. And it's ugly. Calyx is waking back up bit by bit, round by round. And Yabi should be looking at saving here.
Does that stabilize them from the second round fumble? You reckon that's one back? Winning a compromise, just a saved AK and pistols?
It's a long way to go.
Yeah, okay.
Seaside overpass. They're not breaking the economy yet. Yabi's combat saving. He's going to grab that AWP at the last second. He's just fighting his way out first. Might die immediately, though.
Losing the second round was more painful.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, Astralis has money regardless.
A step in the right direction, though.
Ooh.
Redirection.
Oh, God, can he get that AWP now? He doesn't feel safe enough to risk it.
He's parked all the guns on top of dice, and there they go. Calculated.
And he's...
Keeps the AK.
He'll take that. They have money. Astralis are fine. AK or not, they'll be buying full.
Rugger on the mic, though. Counting Rugger. Good pressure applied by Madja, just getting that early fight. This as well was the pièce de résistance. Wakadia hitting a bangaroo, preempting Stown. Counter-Strike will make you pull all kinds of faces. Silently, in your room, with your microphone muted.
Or just screaming at your teammates.
Yeah, no, but the power of the microphone mute is you can get it all out of your system and no one hears you. That's the power.
But it's not as cathartic if no one hears you.
There's an argument to be made.
Also, if you don't let your teammate know he made a mistake, Alex, how will he correct it?
But I think if you can
don't spend 30 seconds berating you
during the game,
you know, during the game,
that will
how will you improve?
He'll play better.
How will you know?
Yeah, they'll definitely play better when they've been shouted at.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's the Balkan way.
Yeah, and look how far that's got you in basketball.
Yeah.
You know, lots of Balkan boys b-balling.
Wakadia, he could just close swing this AWP, but walks it instead. He didn't realize Device was right there, covering Stair, who can now aggress, and they both will. Oh, Device has had enough rotating that AWP. They don't know about Stair's position. They'll find out the hard way. Another flash, another peek, and a bomb dropped. This round is falling by the wayside for Eternal Fire.
What a well-structured aggress. You dispatch 3, you leave with 3 frags. Everyone doing their part.
They don't even need to play the bomb.
Oh, gets worse for Zentaras. Stan was unprepared for that, still gets it. Missed smoke might result in Stan walking into Calyx, but he doesn't seem particularly interested in pushing the limits. Keeping 5 alive here, especially with AK-47s, would really aid the Astralis pursuit of a 2-0 conversion here.
Calyx just wants someone to swing him. He wants to fight. 30 seconds, 1v5, you're not getting given a thing. Astralis playing this by the books.
Was a good read as well from Astralis. You know, Eternal Fire being a little bit greedy and trying to take map control and just punished by the aggressive setup from Astralis.
Cheeky, and he turns and pushes with the flash. Nothing worse than turning and getting peeked on it. This is just a painful game for Eternal Fire. I'm impressed they've got 8 rounds. It's felt more dominant than the score would suggest, but a couple of cheeky, you know, the pistol 1v3, the eco rush on B on T side. Well, that's actually all they've got. And despite that, Astralis have reset them both times, 11-8. Can they close it before it gets interesting? 2 guns in this round for Eternal Fire. Don't need to overdo it. Back they go.
Limits his options there. Doesn't have to change the setup too much. And this setup is typically named after Astralis, who had Device AWPing back then as well.
But Astralis have read this. Look, they realize that's all just fake util. They've rotated the AWP back down. They've cleared out Divider after the flash. They know Eternal Fire have grouped Con. This one's looking obvious now. And the Turkish side walking into 4 CTs on the B site.
Oh, yeah, this should get really awkward really fast. It's down and Bro, good for it. It's locking it down. It's Ricardia that turns the scales, turns the tide.
Where's he gone?
Yeah, through the smoke. Woxic will find him as well, so unable to relocate. Their health is low, but their opportunity for a 9th is high.
Give it a go. Oh, it's right
thought
there.
he spotted him. Yeah,
Oh,
goes
what?
for the wall bang.
How?
Angles, you see.
And he's getting pushed now. This could be bad timing. Stairs getting closer. Where have they gone? Nice conversion. 2-on-2 though. Time is ticking.
Yeah, no kid. I think he's just threatening, trying to keep their boots on the ground, trying to make sure they go down with the ship.
I think they will. Run!
Woxic. He's gone far away. 1 HP. A singular point of health.
I think just Device missing that first shot really crumbles the setup a little bit for Astralis, because Eternal Fire, then you can see Vicaria gets into position. I think it was him who would have died to Device, and it would have been just Astralis mopping up the round, but they eke out one more round. It was the same where Major saved his AK.
Yeah.
Now again, with a shoddy buy,
But what I mean, that
they find the round.
felt like Astralis did everything right up until the...
They did, but they still didn't, you know, Device misses his shot.
Right.
Sure, we didn't get to see all of the perspectives. Maybe someone else also could have gotten a kill, but they didn't. Vicaria hits a couple of good shots with the Mac-10, and that's the beauty of it, Alex. You
Yeah.
can do everything right, but you still need to hit your shots.
So let's see whether or not there is more fight in Eternal Fire. This round will be very telling.
Oh, through the volley!
That's a hyper-aggressive maneuver from Stair. Now, Stan got an assist on that, so some information flows.
Oh dear.
Yeah, they lined up. But with Bro in combination, it still leaves with an advantage for the Astralis 12th. Ricardia's options are limited with the door blown off. So Woxic and Ricardia are trying to piece together the clutch. There is a lot of space for them to stretch their legs here in the bathrooms. With his knife out, it implies Woxic is expecting this as such. See how it's going to test Device's fundamentals here. They walk through the smoke. He caught a very good timing. Oh, perfect timing from Woxic. He's exploited the AWP, catches him, pants around his ankles, and now Ricardia demanding Woxic does it all. Get the bomb in. I got frags to find. Bro going round the world. That's going to take forever.
Yeah, no kit here, unless they can find one perhaps on Device's body. I think this one's going to be a little bit cooked for Astralis in a 2v2. Got to go through the smoke. Needs a kill as soon as possible. Stan makes a move.
He has a smoke.
Bro is running. And so they're going to hear this from the long side as well. No one needs to move. Tucked in, waiting for Astralis to come their way. Stan reveals his position. Missed shot from Woxic. This could get weird. They're on the stick. Stan just needs one kill. Ricardia with a good grenade, but he needs a shot. He can't see him. Spamming right there. Right there.
One more bullet! Oh, with 1 HP in it! That has gone horribly wrong for Eternal Fire. The bomb was down. A 10-second defuse.
It is just not their day, Alex.
Oh, you're right, Yanko. It's not. It is not their day.
Oh, that was right there.
Can we see this one again? It was everything was there. It was all theirs for the taking. Bro going all the way long, walking for what felt like forever. And here he is, tap, tap. His teammates are screaming at him just to the left. He's tapping, he runs out of bullets, that sinking feeling. He gets to the clock and it's 1 HP. Oh, that's going to leave a mark. It's just not their day. Fudge, as Willy Wonka would say.
Yeah. Straight to the chocolate river now. They're drowning in it. 12-9. You know, 3 rounds, they got to fall by here at least, but just the way that some of these rounds have been going in the second half have not been pretty.
It's tough, but, you know, you just need to keep grinding. You need to believe, right? Like, you had the Calyx clutch in the second pistol, right? Maybe some other player can step up in that sort of a situation and you gain some momentum. I mean, if they win this gun round, they have a good chance of taking it into OT, right? Yeah. Like, the money is pretty depleted on Astralis. But it's going to be tough. No op. Calyx forgot to buy armor.
Oh.
Or nades.
Oh, no.
So this smoke really screws with their setup right now because you no longer have info. Device has to attend to this, or the rotation player has to attend to this potential slip-up toilets. Yes, Device.
One minute, and Stare starts to activate, so Device can even concede A if he wants, and Stare can try and backstab this late. Oh, if he hangs out here, they might find him from the toilet side. He's not looking at it. Neither are they. The later, the better here for Stare as he can play into this round. Meanwhile, they've rotated Stound up top site. Walking into Device's AWP. He's got a chance here. There's really no more grenades to worry about. Back to back, Calyx and Stare neither have a clue, and Device in the open as well. Stare luckily catches him, and the aim punch actually saves Device's life. This map may be done, this series may be wrapped up here with a bow as Eternal Fire try to clutch out a 1v4. Woxit gives it his best, but they are here to trade, and they are here to stay. Astralis take this 2-0 and start ESL Pro League Season 19 off with a bang.
Gotta be happy with that one. Gotta be happy.